Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the meditation live stream. This is Scott, and happy Friday to you. And I hope that you're doing well. Here on my channel, we're working with an evolving practice of body, emotion, mind, and relationship. And we're using the medium of awareness with which to develop these areas of our being, these dimensions, as I like to call them. And because these dimensions are not concrete in terms of their boundary, they connect to each other, they overlap, they really formulate a better understanding of reality. And that reality is made up at least of our body, emotion, mind, and relationships. So, here on my channel, I like to do a brief talk, and then we'll get into a guided practice. And during the week, I like to go for about a half an hour, and then a little bit longer on the weekend, about 50 minutes or so. And we go a little deeper into the work on the weekend. The weekend can be a very good place to really, you can treat your weekend, or at least part of it, as a retreat, like a spiritual retreat. If you're a working person like me that has conventional sort of hours, Monday through Friday, so to speak, it can be very useful to take this resource of meditation practice into the weekend, and from there go a little bit deeper. So I've been talking a little bit about truth, and I've alluded to a concept of truth that I think is not common or really commonly talked about. And that is, you can only tell a truth that you are aware of. And I think there are a lot of well-meaning people, well-intended people, that believe that they are telling the truth or a truth, but they are just simply not aware. And because of this, that awareness that lack of awareness impedes the ability to tell a truth. I think when we tell a truth, we feel it in a multidimensional way, which is why we practice here on my channel this technique. How do you know if you are coming from the truth? How can you tell? What are the signs of truth? What are the signs of truth in someone else? We live in a world today where everybody's omni-suspicious. We're suspicious of each other. We've been betrayed. There are, who knows, we live in a world in which the betrayal can be real, or it can be one of that I'm talking about too, which I think is common yet not, but overlooked, which is that the betrayal is simply due to lack of awareness. Someone can believe they are serving others altruistically or coming from a place of love, but in fact they're just simply not aware that they're motivated by self-interest and greed. So when we become aware ourselves, we're able to notice truth in a much greater clarity, higher resolution, because we feel it in multi-dimensions. When someone tells the truth, when we tell the truth ourselves, or come from it, we can feel it in our body, in our emotion, in our mind, and in our relationships. There's a kind of tuning fork quality of alignment in these dimensions when the truth is spot on, or at least closer to it. And I think we may never achieve perfection, or so to speak, but this is not the point. The point is that there is such a thing as truth that we can feel, that when we are in alignment in these ways, we can feel and come from. And as I like to say, that truth, when it rings, it ripples out into the community, and it's not just within our own individual cut-off world. It ripples out. My teacher Avis used to tell me, any change we make in ourselves ripples out. And I see this, the evidence of this quite often, even if it's very small. So, that being said, I'd like to begin, and we'll start with a reading from the Tao. This is the Tao that I've been reading. We're getting kind of close to the, let's see here, getting kind of close to the end, so I'm going to have to get a new spiritual text maybe soon. So, today we are on number 62, and I read these stanzas and they help us get into a meditative state of consciousness, sort of like a divine mood. And this is called Treasure Tao. Tao is the mysterious origin of the myriad beings. It is the treasure of the good and the safeguard of the not so good. Fine words can win honor, noble deeds can elevate the people. If someone lacks virtue, why would we ever cast them aside? Thus, when emperors are enthroned and ministers of state are installed, though one may present jade in both hands and drive a team of 4 horses, these are not good as quietly offering Tao. Why did the ancients so highly prize Tao? Was it not because through it one gains what is sought and faults can be forgiven? Therefore, Tao is the greatest treasure beneath heaven. So we'll begin now with the eyes closed, gently closing your eyes. And begin tuning inside and gently placing your attention on your physical body. You can feel the temperature, the tingling, the pulsing, sense of aliveness. You can feel the earth underneath your body, the connection of your body to the earth. You can begin the practice of feeling and softening. So on the in-breath, feeling your body. Out-breath, softening, melting down through your body, deep into the earth. And the softening and the melting can be like warm honey, just melting down through your body, cleansing, healing, purifying, making whole as it travels down through your body, deep into the earth, where when the earth receives that energy, it is transmuted and recycled. And with each cycle of breath, you get a little bit closer to your body and melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. And bringing your attention up into your heart, feeling your heart space. You can imagine as though you're breathing directly in and out of your heart, center of your chest, your heart chakra. In breath, feeling your heart. Out breath, softening and expanding your heart. And coming in contact with your emotions. You can notice what is present for you emotionally right now. And without making your emotions right or wrong, good or bad, just allowing yourself to feel in the shared space. Feeling together is very good for our emotional hygiene. And you could be experiencing any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And cardinal emotions help give our life direction. You could also be feeling numb, which is also a valid emotional experience. Just allowing yourself to feel a little bit. Very good. And then bringing your attention up now into your head. Feeling your head on the in-breath, and then softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. If you like, you can breathe into your third eye space between your eyebrows, or the top of your head, your crown, whichever feels correct for you. And just feeling and softening in and around your head. in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy and active your mind is. Sometimes in meditation, our minds are very busy. Other times it's not so busy, a little bit more calm. But either way, just noticing what your mind is like. And if you notice, if you get pulled into a thought, you can always come back to feeling your head or your body, the earth underneath you for grounding. It's a great way to come back from thinking and into feeling. Very good. And then now we'll spend some time with our eyes open, gently opening your eyes and allowing the work we did to remain present and not evaporate. And on the in-breath, we'll practice feeling the in-breath on the out-breath too, the relational dimension. So on the in-breath, feeling around you, and then on the out-breath, feeling inside you. Every relation has an inside and an outside. So on the in-breath, feeling outside, out-breath, feeling inside. And if you like, you can add in the qualities of love, compassion, and gratitude. to your practice. And you can pick one or two or all three. It's up to you. And then on the in-breath, feeling love, compassion, and gratitude around you. And then on the out-breath, love, compassion, and gratitude towards yourself. And if you like, you can take your hand like this, your thumb and your fingers on top. Place that gently in your lap. Love, compassion, gratitude on the in-breath around you, and then on the out-breath towards yourself. And just practice sending and receiving love, compassion, and gratitude. Great. And then from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet to allow you to do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up blessings and healing, and ripple out into the community. Amen. Very well. Hope you have an awesome Friday, and I'll be back again tomorrow. I'll be a little bit, I do on the weekend, 6 a.m. to start. That's Eastern Standard Time, and I'll see you then. Have a great day. Bye-bye.